Hey there, today I'm taking a look at LEGO DC Superheroes set 76157, Wonder Woman vs. Cheetah. This set contains 371 pieces, 3 minifigures, and retails for $40 US. Let's start off with a look at the figures. So the first minifigure is Wonder Woman in this new golden armor. It's mainly pearl gold, but the helmet here is actually metallic gold. And I also believe there is some metallic gold printing on the torso, which adds a little more shine to it. Her accessory is the lasso piece, which is a kind of rubbery material that you can bend a little bit. She does have a double-sided head, so on her front facial expression, she looks pretty calm, but then turning the figure on to get a view at the back, we have to remove this whole hair and helmet combo here, which I do think it looks kind of odd how far the hair sticks out from the helmet, but it had to be done to make it so it could fit over the wings. Anyways though, her secondary facial expression, she looks pretty angry. She also does have some back torso printing, which you can see with the wings removed. The next figure up is Cheetah. This variant of her character is very different in design from her previous minifigures. I really do like the printing on the torso and legs, as well as the nice little claw printing on the feet. She has a quite aggravated looking facial expression, and turning the figure around you can see a bit of the back torso printing, as well as the fact that this figure has a tail. It's just this kind of rubbery tail piece that attaches on the legs, so these holes go over the leg attachments there. Then the torso just slides on top and holds it in place. She also has what I believe is a new hairpiece. I've seen some people say that this is the same hairpiece that was used on a villain in Infinity War set. However, that one had horns, and this one does not. I don't know if that's entirely true that they're the same piece with just the horns removed, but they do look very similar, so that's kind of interesting. Anyways though, removing that, you can see that she does have an alternate facial expression, where it seems she's smirking a little bit. Also, you can get a better look at that back torso printing. And the last figure is Maxwell Lord, who I really don't know much about his character, but I do know he's a villain. I also know that his face print is a very lazy reuse. That face print has been used on Peter Parker and Ant-Man before. So yeah, that's a little disappointing. Anyways though, I do really like the torso print, which has only been used on 2 figures before. But those figures were in fairly large, expensive sets. Other than that though, this figure's pretty plain, just that dark brown hairpiece, unprinted black legs. There's a bit of rear torso printing, and he does have an alternate face, which is kind of opposite to his front facial expression on which he looked quite confident, whereas here, he looks quite shocked. Now onto the actual build of the set. At the time of this video, Wonder Woman 1984, the movie this is based off of, has been delayed because of the current situation. So, I really don't know what is going on in this set. I can't compare it to the movie or anything, but I can just tell you what I see. So, to me, this looks like some sort of bunker, which has this large communication dish on top. I really like the bunker entrance on the front. I think this design here looks really nice, as well as the angled walls here. This little hand scanner here is a sticker, but I really like the design of that. There's also a sticker on the door which says restricted access area. It is actually quite a low entryway. The minifigure kind of has to duck under the front, and then they can stand up in full. I really like the dark tan rocky exterior of this place, and it's built up using just bricks, no large pieces involved. There's also a lot of greenery, using a variety of type of plant pieces. This one here can kind of be angled a bit, and you can change how these are attached to the dark green branch there. There's also a little black spider down here, and if you're wondering what this kind of clear pole is here, I myself don't really fully understand it either, because it can't move forward and back. It's just attached to a headlight brick, so you can only rotate it like forward like that and back like that. So it's meant for you to attach a figure to it, so for Wonder Woman I guess it would be like she's kind of flying, or for Cheetah she could be kind of leaping. But like I said, you can't really like swing it. It would just make the figure face down or up. So, I mean, it's for posing, but it's not very posable. I don't know. I guess I like the attempt, though. It adds a little something more. The back of the bunker is just fully open, so you can get an easy look at the interior. And once again, I don't really understand what's going on in here. There seems to be a place where you could have a minifigure stand and look at these TVs, which those are stickers on those large curved panels. kind of a bit of a pain to apply. Anyways though, you could also put in this camera side build that we'll take a closer look at in a minute, and it could face that way, or it could face towards the door. I don't really know why you'd want to do that, but it seems to fit, so once again, I just don't know. When the movie comes out, I'm sure a lot of this will be explained. Moving on the other side of the door, there's a sticker that looks to have a government symbol of sorts on it, further making me think that this is some sort of bunker. You can also see this little knob here, which rotates the satellite. We'll take a closer look at that in just a minute. Moving away from the interior and to the other side here, the rock face is a little more plain. However, there's this little side area here, which is actually on a hinge, so you can adjust the angle that it's at if you'd like. It can come in all the way to the bunker like so, or it can go all the way out like that. There's this small kind of black tower, which I'm assuming has some sort of electrical function due to these things up here, as well as this sticker here, which has a warning sign. There's also a little gray fence and some more greenery. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at that satellite dish, though. So the satellite dish is on this kind of gray platform up here, which actually has two smaller dishes at each corner. This one here, though, I mean, this is big. And I love all the angling on it, how it kind of comes up here and angles back in. And to answer the burning question that everyone had when they first saw this set, yes, these are all printed. They are not stickers. Thank goodness, that would have been a pain to apply all of those. And the printing is really nice, too, on that metallic gold. So it does get that really nice reflection. Now, there is still one annoying thing about all those panels, and it's that they can be very easily taken out of alignment. So then it's kind of annoying to have to realign them if you accidentally mess with one. Anyways, the main center of the satellite dish here uses actually 4 tranquilizer guns in dark bluish gray to get some of that detailing in there. And also there's kind of this main point here using that rubbery spike piece. There's also some pearl gold 1x2 bars here, which look very out of place compared to all the metallic gold of the rest of the dish. And like I said earlier, to rotate this, you reach into that knob that's near the interior of the bunker, and then you just turn it, and it moves the whole dish in a very smooth motion. I do really like how that works. And it can go 360 degrees, so all the way around the bunker, which is really nice. You can also adjust the angle of the dish, so it can go all the way back like this, can face directly up, or, it can be angled most downward through that front position. Now let me give you a closer look at how the mechanism for turning it works. So it's actually a very simple mechanism. You just turn this, which turns that one gear, and these kind of little knobs of the gear go in between the knobs of that top gear. So when this spins, it just turns that one, and since that one is connected through the roof to this large gray base here, it just spins the dish. Not much to it, but it's a very nice function. Now for the last build of the set, this small camera here. It's got a very retro design with these reels on the side, and I quite like how it looks. It's actually mainly based on this one kind of gun piece here, which can take the front off of, and see there how these just attach to the side and that attaches up front. I don't like how, since that's a one-stud connection, this can kind of get angled off a little bit. This thing is also the perfect height, so a minifigure can be at this end and kind of look into it while the recording is being done. But yeah, that's all there is to this camera build. So here are the spare pieces of the set. Fairly generic stuff, just a lot of studs, couple of 1x1 slopes, some clips, Technic pin, the usual. So this, in my opinion, is the best DC set we've had in a while. I mean, in fact, it's one of the only play sets we've had in a while. Normally it's just vehicles. And I love the design of this. This satellite dish looks great, and it's an interesting design too. Honestly, I think the biggest flaw with this set is the Maxwell Lord minifigure. It's just not very detailed and a lot of the parts are reused. So, I think I'd rate this set 9 classic smiley faces out of 10. It's just a really good display piece. I just think it's great for play, and it's great for display. But anyways, what are your thoughts on this set? Feel free to share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.